My name is Bruno Moorthamers. I got a PhD in aerospace engineering from Utah State, and I was there from 2017 to 2021. I worked for a small aeronautical consulting firm in Lawrence, Kansas called Design Analysis Research Corporation. And so our fields are aircraft design, propeller design, UAV, wind turbine, those kinds of things. So I did my undergrad and my master's degree in a school called Delft University of Technology, which is in the Netherlands. And then I actually worked for a few years and then decided to go back to school. I liked the work that I was doing, but I realized that the positions that I wanted required either many more years of experience or a higher degree. So that's why I decided I'm going to go back to school. I have been keeping track on like aircraft news. Mainly like unmanned aircraft design at the time, and I saw a news message that promoted the release of Mockup at the time, which is Dr. Hunsaker's tool, obviously. So that's how I got to know about him, and I Googled some of his research, and I liked what he was doing. I thought it was interesting, and so I reached out and asked, "Hey, this is my situation. I was just wondering if there is any way that we can work together." And then he asked, "Do you want to come do a PhD for me?" I liked Dr. Hunsaker's kind of like work ethic. He often tried to like instill like good values in his students, both like within the research that we were doing for him, but also just kind of like in overall like university life. So I really value that. And yeah, I feel like Dr. Hunsaker was just always a good person to go to if I had questions or was stuck on something. So with a PhD, you really only have this like the end of the 4 years inside, and it's pretty tricky to really manage those 4 years when you're in year one. And so it can be very daunting to think, oh, I'm not gonna make it in this time, or how am I gonna use my time effectively? So scheduling for me was like a pretty big challenge. You often hear like online, especially kind of the debate of whether grad school is worth it or not. And there is probably no finite answer. It's very dependent on your situation. I think it's important to do it if you want to do, like, make sure that you want to do it and not just do it because you think that's what your family wants or what you're supposed to do. I think that's the most important thing, is to not feel forced to go to grad school, but definitely make sure that it's the right thing for you. But know that there is value to doing it. You do notice that people, like employers, I mean, like appreciate the fact that you have done a PhD. So because it comes with a certain notion of rigor and yeah, and quality, I guess. And so I feel like having done a PhD, you more quickly gain the trust of an employer to take on more not so difficult, but just to get more responsibility at the job. There's going to be times that you're going to want to give up, and that you're doubting if what you're doing is really worth it. So just take care of yourself outside of the PhD, and like with friends and family and whatever other social networks you have outside of your 9-to-5 duties, let's say. I think you just have to find what you like doing, and focus mostly on being happy at the end of the day, I think.